Many people, they've actually overindulged during lockdown, and now it's like trying to get a little back to normal. It's not as easy, and they realize they've let themselves go. What advice do you give to parents or to parents dealing with their kids who may have let themselves go also?
So what I would say is for parents who have felt like maybe they have let themselves go, they really need to first acknowledge what did they overindulge in, right? And then you need to create a plan that has attainable and measurable goals on there with an accountability partner. You need to tell somebody else, hey, listen, I've been binging too much at night on TV, or I've been eating too much, or I've been drinking too much alcohol, and here's what my plan is. And then the last piece is you need to eliminate whatever those things are. So don't sleep with screens in your room if that's an issue. Get the alcohol out of your house if that's an issue. Go for a big healthy food shopping and give yourself some great snacking alternatives so you don't reach for the chips. So creating a plan that has those kind of 3 steps can be very helpful in getting back on track and getting disciplined again.
Well, so parents have overindulged and so have kids. In fact, a survey found that kids have gained an average of 7 pounds during quarantine. Now listen, how do you bring this up to your children without making them feel uncomfortable?
First, you want to check in with yourself as the parent. Do you bring in your own baggage? What kind of comments have you been making around maybe your own weight or the way that you've been eating? So you really want to check yourself first. Okay, maybe I do say some of those things. I need to really pay attention and stop giving out those messages. And then when you address your child, I would say first and foremost, wait for a natural moment. So what I'm seeing, what I'm hearing is that kids, boys, sometimes don't want to take their shirts off at the pool. Or girls are saying, we need to go clothes shopping. These things aren't fitting me anymore. So they're giving you cues that something doesn't feel right in my body. So what you can say to them is, hey, when we have high levels of stress, our bodies react to it. And we react to stress. So your body might gain extra weight. Your body might have higher blood pressure. It might feel fatigued. You might feel aches and pains. So I would set it in a broad context for them and say, it sounds like for you, you're feeling uncomfortable with your weight or what's happened to you. There are things that we can do. This is a natural response to high stressors and lifestyle changes. So I think if you set it to them, to give them the context of, don't stress out about this too much. This is a really natural response. And let's get back on track. Here's some things we can do. And then you can talk about healthy eating and exercise and the need for movement.
Yeah, of course, kids have to understand that it's not abnormal. Like, this is a normal response to very challenging times. And we need to talk to them in a way where they feel like we're not talking down to them, but we're with them and understanding what's going on. Speaking of which, trying to understand how long this is going to last. I mean, we don't know how long this is going to last. Hopefully, it's going to end sooner rather than later. But how are parents supposed to help their kids deal with that feeling of, hey, there's no end to this?
One of the things, that we're called upon, I think, as parents now to do is remember that people before us also adjusted to adverse times. And right now, I would say many people are in burnout. But the stage before burnout is chronic stress. And so instead of trying to get rid of it, what we want to do is adapt to it. And so it's really important that we start using that languaging in terms of we have to adapt to this. We have to focus on what we can control. And ultimately, I think this generation of kids is actually going to be better off. I think they're going to be more resilient and more full of grit than maybe the generation or two before them. And really positive things eventually will come out of this in terms of dealing with adversity.
Dr. Ziegler, these are such great tips, so useful. I'm going to use some in my own house. So thank you so much for joining us today. Again, the name of your book is Mommy Burnout.
Thank you for having me.
And for more information on how to battle burnout, just go to our website, thedoctorstv.com.